And go. Hello, 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 and welcome you to another Zesty Life Hacks with me, Tom. And if you've got trouble, he'll hack it on the double. It's Arty. Arty, how are you today?
Keyzoo, I am good.
Keyzoo.
Yeah, you know the guitar, the keytar.
Oh yeah, like the keytar. Yep.
Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
classic 80s rock instrument.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's a keyzoo. So it's got keys, and you blow into it. That's a kazoo.
I've seen those. That's
Wait,
a thing.
What?
Yeah, like it's a short keyboard and you blow into it.
I mean, obviously you have because they're real.
But I don't know if they're called the keyzoo. Sometimes they've got a flexi hose that you blow into and it's got a little thing. I'm going to have to work out what that's called.
Well,
You thought you'd come up with something funny, you know?
I was just stating keyzoos because I knew about them.
But unless a keyzoo is like a kazoo, it's about that big with the kazoo bit on top, the hole on top, and it's just got like a couple of keys.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I ruined your intro. I'm sorry. The keyzoo, that's amazing. Who plays the keyzoo?
Keyzooists.
Keyzooists.
Yeah.
Right. And so the keyzoo, played by keyzooists, what type of music do keyzooists get into?
Classical keyzoo.
Classical keyzoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of call for classical kazoo, is there?
Keyzoo.
Oh, sorry, keyzoo.
Keyzoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keyzoo.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Beethoven, a big fan, was he?
Maybe not Beethoven. He's a bit too mainstream for the keyzoos.
Oh, it's a little avant-garde, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. All right.
Keyzoo.
Keyzoo.
Which you already knew about.
Oh, I must have. So, classical keyzoo aside, what problems have you been hacking this week?
Well, the problem of me not winning online games. Just kidding. I don't hack on.
Oh, okay.
Online.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what the kids say if they think you're cheating. They say you're hacking. Yeah. You're hacking.
Yeah. You're hacking.
Yeah. Have you ever been accused of hacking?
No, because I don't. Except for these hacks.
Ah, yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't hack small, petty online games. I hack life.
Yes. Well, that's why it's called Zesty Life Hacks. And
Yes.
you can find us at Zesty Life Hacks everywhere, including YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Oh, and if you want to email us, why not flip us an email at Zesty Life Hacks at, not at Zesty Life Hacks, zestylifehacks@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That out of the road. What hack have you got for us for this week?
Well, are you familiar with art? The concept of art?
The concept of art. I am aware.
It's kind of confusing because apparently if I put a dot on a paper, that's art.
Well, not if you just do it at home.
So if I did it in a museum, that would make it art?
In a museum?
Yeah, a museum.
Okay. If you went to a museum and let's say a gallery,
Like an art, and I just got a piece of paper, dot,
put it on the wall.
art.
There is a phrase, I don't know who said it, but it goes, it's only art if it's well hung. So that means you might have to put a frame around it and hang it on the wall, put a little bit more intention into your dot on a piece of paper,
So not just
and then you
that.
could call it art.
Really?
I think so.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, if there's a dot on a piece of paper hanging on a wall in an art gallery, someone's going to assume that's art and I'm supposed to think something about it.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to, just sitting at school and putting a dot on a piece of paper.
Are you supposed to think?
Teacher's going to say, what's the dot for? Aren't you supposed to be doing math? If you try and say it's art, they'd say, this is an art class. This is math.
Yes, well, when people do art, and not just dots, people do more than dots, I presume. They do much art.
They do much art.
They do much art.
Yes.
They mostly have pens.
Well, yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with it.
Pens, paintbrushes, I don't know.
Yeah, they got stuff. They got tools to make the art.
Little pointer things that they put on a flat thing to make people feel things.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, how are you going to keep all those things?
What do you mean? How am I going to keep them? Who's going to steal them?
Pencil robbers, but we're not getting political on this podcast.
Oh, pencil robbers are political.
About the pencil robbers. Well, how are you going to keep them?
I guess I'd, maybe
how are you
put
going to hold
them in.
back the pens?
If let's say I had brushes, I might keep them in a jar on my bench, or if I have pens, I might keep them in a drawer or in a little pencil case.
No, because that is not neat enough. Oh. What you need is Hardy's super cool, super awesome drying rack art hack.
Drying rack art hack. Okay.
Yes.
Right, explain this for me.
Now, if you're making like a cake or something, you know how when you're leaving it out to like cool on a cooling rack or a drying rack or whatever. Probably shouldn't have said drying rack. What you can do, there's a bunch of little holes in them. There's like a grid.
Yeah.
And if you elevate that grid just a little bit more, then you can put all your pens in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in it? Like point down into the holes in the grid?
Yeah.
So they stick up out the grid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can easily access all your pens.
Right.
They're on display showing how artsy you are.
Okay.
You can, and then when you're done with all your pens or you need to really package them up after doing an intense drawing sesh or whatever.
Yeah.
You can get the piece of paper or like any paintbrushes that you have, or if they're all dirty or something, you can put those away, start cleaning them, and then on the drying rack, you can put your painting.
Oh, okay.
Paper.
So how
if you want to take it off and then use it as that, you can. Or you can just keep it all the same and have neat, perfect paintings.
Right. So what you're saying is get a drying rack or a cooling rack. Yep. With relatively small squares in it. Raise that a little bit more than they are standard out of the shop. So put it on, I don't know, what would you put it on? If you're arty, you could make some little clay feet for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Clay feet for it, elevate it up a bit, and depending on the size of the drying rack and the piece of art you're doing, you can dry your art, you can hold your pencils and pens, and after you've washed your brushes, I guess you can put them on the rack too and let them dry on there.
You can do all that stuff.
And probably more.
And it's better than a pencil case because when you put your sharpener in a pencil case and it opens up, everything's destroyed.
That is true.
It's not like destroyed. You could still use it, but it's all gross and yucky and destroyed.
Completely dirty, covered in pencil shavings.
Yeah.
Not just the wood bit, but also the
shaving
the
bit.
pencil lead. They don't make it out of lead anymore. Graphite. The stuff that's all
The pencil beard.
the beard, the pencil beard.
Well, it's shaved off, so I assumed that would make sense.
Well, seeing as you put it that way, it does make sense. Okay, so the pencil beard gets everywhere. All those loose pencil hairs just get everywhere inside your pencil case. You don't have that problem. Everything's neat and tidy, laid out on your desk. Now, this isn't really much of a travelling hack, though. You're still going to need a case if you like to travel and do art outside.
Yes, but if you don't.
Yeah, so this is an art studio hack.
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty good. And I think with that, we'll end the show. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Squeak! How dare you! Hello. I'm just letting you people of the universe know that stars are good and you can give up to 5, which would be good if you gave up to 5. But if you don't want to do that, or if you want to do something more, you can also review, which is good. And we might even get featured or something. Goodbye.